Okay.
Thank you.
Now, today I'm going to talk on this particular discourse known as development. Development actually, Pali word is Bhavana. Bhavana Yutta discourse on the meditation practice. So, once when the Buddha was in Savatthi, Buddha addressed the bhikkhus. A bhikkhus, when a bhikkhu is not intent on development, even though he forms the wish, may my mind be liberated from the chains by non-clinging. He says, Aho vatame anupadaya ase chittam vimucchayati. He wishes, he wants to liberate himself from chains. Chains are asava. We have mentioned this word several times and discussed what asava means. Asava means there are four: kamasa, bhavasa, dittasa, avijjasa. The chains of desire, kamasa, chains of becoming, bhavasa, chains of ignorance, and chains of wrong view. These are the chains or asavas that we have brewed in every life in samsara. And they become very, very powerful, very strong. Until we liberate from them, we will linger in samsara and continue to suffer. So a person, a meditator or bhikkhu, which may my mind be free from the chains by not clinging, bhavasava, anupadaya asave chitta vachanti. Yet his mind is not liberated from the chains by not clinging. For what reason? Because he likes development. Likes development, so what? Here development is used for meditation because he likes meditation. What kind of meditation? These 37 factors of enlightenment. 37 factors of, I think you all should know by now because we have discussed this many times in the past. But once again, let us go through them as stated in the discourse. Or the four establishments of mindfulness. Four establishment of mindfulness means kaya anupasana, vedana anupasana, chitta anupasana, Dhamma anupasana. These are four establishments of mindfulness. If one has not developed this, cultivated the mind in sitting, walking, standing, lying down, in all the four postures, if one were not mindful, then the person has not developed the mindfulness factor of enlightenment. We always emphasize on the practice of mindfulness. That is called Chatunna Satipatthana. Then for right striving, Samapadhana. Right striving is the striving or making effort to prevent unarisen, unwholesome mental states. What are the unwholesome mental states? Kama, Chanda, Vyapada, Tina, Midda, Uddhati, Gocha, Vichikiccha. Five nivaras, five hindrances. And there are many others like jealousy, rivalry, doubt, and so forth. Suppose they are not arisen, so one must make effort. Whatever is not arisen, we should not, we must make mindful of it and make effort, strive, make determination not to let them arise, not to let them arise. Let sleeping tiger, sleeping lion sleep. Don't disturb them. Prevent them. Prevent from getting involved in them. So that is one effort. And this we have to cultivate again and again and again. Let mind remain free from them. Don't get involved. Second effort is, in spite of our very hard work, great effort, sometimes those unwholesome mental states can sneak into our mind, make us uncomfortable. And then immediately we must understand it and let it go. Upannanam papakanam akusalanam dhammanam pahanaya. Vayamati viryam arvati chittam pagannati padati. That is when unwholesome mental state is arisen, we work hard, strive, determination, and let them go. And then make effort to arouse wholesome mental states like Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya, Vimutti Jnana Darsana, and so forth. Very wholesome, powerful, wholesome mentals to arise. We make effort. Once they are arisen, we must maintain them, sustain them, support them, cultivate them, multiply them, and make them our vehicle, yani katani, vattu katani, make them our property and stay with that. These are four right striving. The four bases of psychic power, psychic potencies, Chaturnang Iddhipadanang, Chanda, Chitta, Virya, Vimansa, wish, determination, effort, and investigation. These are four psychic powers, potencies. And Buddha said before he passed away, he said if somebody has developed these four psychic potencies, that person can live 120 years. But Venerable Ananda was not mindful at that time, therefore he ignored. So Buddha decided to pass away when he was 80. And then five spiritual faculties. Actually, each of them should be cultivated by doing it again and again. I just run through the list very quickly in order to finish this discourse. Five spiritual faculties. What are the spiritual faculties? Saddha, Virya, Sati, Samadhi, Panya. Faith, effort, mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. These also we have to cultivate. Faith we have to cultivate, effort we have to cultivate, then mindfulness cultivate, concentration we must cultivate, and wisdom we must cultivate. And 5 powers, the same 5 faculties, when come to their matured state, they become power. Those also we have to cultivate. And 7 factors of enlightenment: mind, sati, mindfulness, investigation, uh, effort, joy, tranquility, concentration, and equanimity. These are the 7 factors of enlightenment. And then, of course, Noble Eightfold Path: right understanding, right thinking, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. So these are the factors. And without practicing these things, if somebody wishes to liberate oneself from taints, that is not going to happen, even though the person has great wish. And then Buddha gave very beautiful, very famous simile. We will explain this simile in detail later on if we have time. Suppose there was a hen with 8, 10, or 12 eggs that she has not properly covered, incubated, and nurtured. Even though she might form the wish, may my chick pierce their shells with the points of their claws or beaks and hatch safely. Yet the chicks are not chicks are incapable of doing so. For what reason? Because the hen had not properly covered with feathers, not incubated, not nurtured eggs. So too, when a bhikkhu is not intent on development, even though he forms a wish, may my mind be liberated from chains by not clinging, yet his mind is not liberated from the chains from clinging because he has not cultivated those 37 factors of enlightenment. However, if a bhikkhu when intend to develop, even though he does not form a wish, may my mind be liberated from chains by not clinging, yet his mind is liberated from the chains by not clinging, non-clinging. For what reason? Because of his development of these 37 factors of enlightenment. So, just like when hen with 8, 10, or 12 eggs that she had not properly covered, properly incubated, properly nurtured, even though she might form a wish, may my cheek pierce their shells with the point of their claws and beaks and so forth, yet the chicks are incapable of doing so because she has not developed a mind. Similarly, monks will not be able to attain the liberation. So, when a bhikkhu intends on development, even though he does not form a wish, may my mind be liberated from the chains, not from by not non-clinging. Yet his mind is liberated from the chains by not clinging. For what reason? Because he develops these 37 factors of enlightenment. Just like hen sits with on the eggs and incubate, nurtured, uh, then the chicks will come out. Now let us develop, let us see the deeper meaning of this uh, little more detail. Uh, the hen should do three things. She must bring the eggs close to her body and cover it with her feathers so that the heat of her body will not escape. Her physical, her bodily heat will be collected around the eggs, and she sit there. She sit there constantly, continuously. And then, uh, so she does three things. She collects the egg together. Secondly, she sits on them. Thirdly, she incubate, uh, build up the heat. Uh, Similarly, then she will not let the eggs go bad. Similarly, mindful meditator who practices these 37 factors of enlightenment must practice it in thoughts, words, and deeds. Thoughts, words, and deeds. And then, just like this uh, uh, the eggs or the chicken or the hen, when the eggs come out of her body, they are soft and wet, and the shell is very soft. As she is sitting on the eggs, incubating, build up heat, the shells gradually become hard. Moisture around the eggs will evaporate because of the heat, and the eggshell become thinner and thinner. First it becomes hard, and then as the chicks inside from the embryo in the yellow or the egg slowly grow, using up the egg white, the chick slowly grow. And as the chick grows, its pores, little beaks, become strong, body become bigger and bigger, and then the egg shell become thinner and thinner. Then the chicks also become uncomfortable sitting in the egg shell, and then gradually the outside heat also make it uncomfortable for them. First the heat was important, now it becomes uncomfortable, body became bigger, eggshell is not enough, no room for them to grow anymore. And then they break the egg with their paws and or beak and put the head out of the egg, and then they break, the egg breaks. because the shell is thinner. Then they come out. Similarly, the meditator who practices meditation, even though he does not wish that he want to liberate from chains, as the meditation practice grow, improve, become powerful, slowly and gradually they are the shell. What is the shell? Ignorance. Ignorance is like a shell. Wisdom is like the chick inside. So their wisdom shakes up all the uh, what do you call, break all the part of ignorance, because wisdom became very powerful. Wisdom became powerful. And then the shell of egg become thinner. That means ignorance become thinner and thinner and thinner. And then the monks or nun who practices meditation without additional effort, because they are practicing these factors of enlightenment, their mind gradually liberate from chains. So that is very important, what you call uh, simile to remember. And Buddha gave another simile. When a bhikkhu, when bhikkhus, a carpenter who apprentices, carpenter's apprentice sees impressions of his fingers and his thumb on the handle of his art. He does not know, I have worn away so much of the art handle today, so much yesterday, so much earlier, but when it has worn away, he knows that it has worn away. So too, when a bhikkhu is intent on development, even though he does not know how I have worn away so much of the things today, so much yesterday, so much earlier. Yet when they are worn away, he knows that they are worn away. You remember your shoes. You are wearing your shoes. You don't know how much your shoe was worn away today, yesterday, day before yesterday, tomorrow. But one fine day you will see a hole in your shoe, because it happens very slowly and gradually. Similarly, when we practice meditation, our defilements slowly and gradually fades away. For instance, somebody is getting angry very often, very get angry very often. But as we keep practicing meditation, metta, mindfulness, and so forth, practicing, very intentionally, very ardently, one fine day he might he might see in himself, oh, I'm not get angry like before. But he does not know how much anger he uh, got rid of 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 1 year ago, yesterday, and so forth. He does not know. But it happens. It happens. Of course, yes, he must do meditation correctly. Sometimes if you sit in meditation keep nodding and sleeping and sleeping and sleeping, and it has a very good relaxed state of mind. That doesn't mean that you are meditating. You must be awake, fully awake when you meditate and meditate. And then you will see, uh, you don't see, even during meditation, while you are doing it very ardently, very sincerely, you don't know how much anger you wear out, even that sitting, that walking, that lying down. You don't know, but you, in your speech, in your thought, in your work, in physical, mental, verbal activities, you remain mindful, then your anger slowly, slowly, slowly fade away. But you don't know how much each time you want them out. This also is a very good simile uh, for people to get encouraged. Buddha wanted to encourage people, don't worry. Don't worry how much defilements you wear out in one sitting. Don't worry, you just do it. Just like the hen sit on the eggs, just like the carpenter or his apprentice uses the tool, holding its handle of his art, and then one day he will see it is worn. Uh, so that is very important simile to remember. And then another uh, simile Buddha gave. Uh, Suppose because there was a seafaring ship bound together by uh, lashings that had been worn away in the water for 6 months. It will be hauled up on dry land during the cold season, and its lashing would be further attacked by wind and sun, inundated by rain from rain clouds. The lashing would readily deteriorate and not rot away. So too, when a bhikkhu is intent on development, his fetters readily collapse and rot away. Now, this is another good simile to remember. You use a ship or boat uh, for a long time in the sea, but in cold season you cannot go into the ocean. So you hold it, bring it to the land, to the shore, and tie it. But during its sailing in the ocean, it slowly, uh, it lashing on the waves, it wears out. When you bring it out to the land, again through the wind, rain, the ship wears out. So this simile is also important. The the, the ocean is similar to the Buddha's dispensation, Buddha's teaching, ocean of information. The ship is like the meditator, and this ship is moving in this ocean of Dhamma, Buddha's teaching, going here, there, here, there. That means practicing Dhamma, various parts of Dhamma. He practicing, just like the ship moving here and there. So he stays with a monk, stays maybe with his preceptor as sort of a probation period, learning and learning and learning. And then the uh, teacher teaches him, uh, just like the one who gets experience in being in the ocean, and the hull of the ship is slowly wearing out. Uh, the, the monks who, through the learning, practicing with his teacher, his fetters slowly can fade away. Just like the ship brings out of the water and put on the park on the uh, what you call beach, uh, the monks who is learning, he passed his probation period and become independent, and still he keep what he has learned, he keep using it. It is just like the the ship, even though it is on the shore, its wind, what you call sand, and all these things hit the hull, and then it wears out slowly. Similarly, this monk's craving, he practices on his own. His mindfulness is growing, and his fetters slowly and slowly fade away. Uh, just like the ship is brought to the land in the cold season, this monk also is using his practice alone, not moving around, go to solitary place and practice. Uh, so his mind gradually develop, grows. His practice increased. And then one fine day, he may find all his fetters are gone, that he is liberated. But he does not know how much of his fetters are worn out in any particular given moment. But they are wearing out, because the practice is so intense. And therefore, Buddha said in these similes, egg similes, carpenter's handle of his art, and ship, these three similes Buddha gave to make the meaning clear, meaning that how much defilements we can destroy each time we practice. So Buddha encouraged us to practice. And this practice is extremely important. Uh, don't worry about the results, because results will naturally come to us. And there are other discourses also Buddha explained. No one doesn't have to worry about the results. Just keep practicing the right thing. Keep practicing the right thing. And friends, that's all I can do today, because we need some time to practice meditation. And I hope you uh, keep this in mind and try to learn Dhamma and practice Dhamma. Okay? Okay, let us do spend some time in meditation. Okay. uh, I want to uh, can you see the screen? Hello?
Not yet,
No, Bhante.
not yet, Bhante.
We still see the sutta.
Okay, you can see the screen now?
No,
No,
Bhante.
There we are.
Yes, we
Now
can.
we can.
Bhante.
Now, yes.
Now you can see.
Yes, Bhante.
Okay. Uh, okay. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds, whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth. May all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere. Neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another, as a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child. Even so, towards all living beings, one should cultivate the boundless heart. One should cultivate all the world, a heart of boundless loving friendliness.
Above, below, and all around.
Above, below, and all around, unobstructed,
Hatred
without
of
hatred or resentment.
others.
Somebody else also is talking somewhere. Whether standing, walking, sitting, lying down, or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here, not falling into erroneous views, but virtuous and endowed with vision, removing desire for sensual pleasures. One comes never again to birth in the womb. Okay, let us meditate at least for 20 minutes. 5 minutes. Regularly button करते. By means of these meritorious deeds, may I never join with the foolish. May I join always with the wise, until the time I attain Bhavana. May the suffering be free from suffering. May the fear-struck be free from fear. May the grieving be free from grief. So too may all beings be. From the highest realm of existence to the lowest, may all beings ascend from these realms, with form and without form, with perception and without perception, be released from all suffering and attain to perfect peace. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, friends, we want to end this session, and I hope you all learned something new, and I encourage you to practice, and you will see the benefit for yourself. And I want to end this session with my regular metta wish. May all those who are in hospitals suffering from various diseases, may they recover very soon and return to their regular normal life and practice Dhamma meditation and liberate from samsaric suffering. May all the doctors, nurses, hospital staff who are taking care of these people, may they also find time to practice Dhamma, meditation, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May those who have lost their loved ones and grieving, may they be free from grief, understand the nature of Dhamma through the practice of Dhamma. May they liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in various trouble spots, war zones, poverty-stricken, discrimination, and so on, may they also find time to understand the nature of greed, hatred, and delusion, and try to practice Dhamma, reduce their own greed, hatred, and delusion through the practice of Dhamma, and liberate themselves from samsaric suffering. May all those who are in the northern direction, northeastern direction, eastern direction, southeastern direction, southern direction, southwestern direction, western direction, northwestern direction, up and below, all those who are in all these 10 directions, be well, happy, and peaceful. May they all attain liberation. With this short metta thought, we want to end this session and see you
Thank you,
tomorrow.
Bhante. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you,
Sadhu,
Bhante.
sadhu,
Bye,
sadhu.
Bhante.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante. Sevan Sarunai.
Thank you,
Go
Bhante.
home.
Ting tan.
Thank you,
Namaste, Bhante.
Bhante.
Wish you good health.